Hello everyone and good afternoon, I'm Hayden Bandel, and you're watching the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. And that's right, we actually have a ball game tonight. The Greenbrier Knights and Edenton Steamers will be playing in this one. Both squads have not had a game in 6 days because of several rainouts. On Thursday, the Knights actually made the trip down to Edenton, but at around 6 o'clock, the game was called off. They were supposed to come here yesterday. It was rained out again, and with each team having a scheduled day off, they're able to squeeze it in today. The Knights won the first matchup between the two, but have since lost the last 3 games against the Steamers. It was a pitcher's duel the last time these two squads met, with the Knights falling 2-0, and I think we're bound to have another one here tonight. Henry Sweroff, who went 3 1/3 scoreless innings in Greenbrier's win over the Steamers, is going to start with the ball tonight for Greenbrier. And on the other side, Nicky Wolking, who leads the PCL in strikeouts with 32 coming into the night, is getting his first opportunity to pitch against the Knights. And their lineup is as follows. Leading off and playing center field is Quincy Scipio. Batting second and playing second, Max Lucas. Luke Waters is out in left, batting third. In the cleanup hole and doing the catching tonight is Warren Bailey. Andre Adultery is batting fifth and playing third. Burton Hahn, as you hear Santa Claus, it is July here in Edenton, but it's Christmas in July. So Burton Hahn, he's going to be batting sixth and doing the designated hitting. Blake Herman's going to be playing right field, batting seventh. Dylan Bowen, the first baseman, batting eighth. And Dominic Proctor, batting ninth and playing shortstop for the Edenton Steamers. Yet again, Chase Bruno leading off and playing shortstop. Bryce Stevens over at second, batting second. Tate Abbott's playing first base tonight. He'll be batting third. Nate Paulson is in the cleanup hole, playing center field. Jackson Hipp is the DH, batting fifth. Alden Cottle is playing third base, batting sixth. Hunter Cole batting seventh and playing left field. Tyler West getting the start out in right tonight for Edenton. He's batting eighth. And Case Kermode behind the dish doing the catching. It's Christmas in July night here. It's also Bark in the Park at historic Hicks Field. The umpires have just recently arrived, getting set for the home plate meeting. And once we get underway with that, we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Stick around for this matchup between the Greenbrier Knights and Edenton Steamers on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. Welcome back into Historic Hicks Field. Hayden Bandel here with you on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. As Quincy Scipio takes a couple swings and steps into the box, facing Nicky Wolking, the lefty. So the Knights have a lot of right-handed batters out there. And we're underway here from Historic Hicks Field. Scipio swings and misses at the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Wolking coming into the night as Scipio swings and misses at that breaking pitch. Wolking leads the PCL in strikeouts with 32. As he misses low on that pitch to Scipio. 1-2. And Wolking's got a hefty lead on his strikeouts as he fans the first batter he sees tonight. His league-leading 33rd strikeout gets us started tonight. And at a far second is Caden Hilberger of the Suffolk Voyagers. He's got 19. So Wolking was 13, now 14 strikeouts ahead as first pitch that Lucas sees is punched into the right center gap. That'll fall for a base hit for Max Lucas.
Left field from home opinion, Luke Waters.
Max has done a good job of jumping on those first pitches, even coming off of the bench. We've seen Lucas just swing at first pitches and gets him a lot of base hits. And the first pitch to Luke Waters is bounced in the dirt, and it's 1-0. There's a called strike on Waters. Lucas was hitless in his last game, so nice way to start his night tonight. 1-1, and it's outside from Wolking, 2-1. This game was supposed to be played yesterday. The two teams were also rained out on Thursday if you missed it in the pregame. Knights actually made the trip down here. But when we got here, the field was unplayable, which is an understatement as Waters fouls that one off.
Fire 4-5 ball, convenient location split between your center, Hosky and Edenton.
But the two teams were fortunate enough after 6 days off to have a scheduled off day and able to fit in one of those games. And Waters goes down swinging. Second strikeout recorded by the strikeout king.
Catcher from Bryant Stratton, number 28, Warren Bailey.
And it brings up Warren Bailey. Was talking to Warren's dad before the game. He said the only time that Greenbrier has beat Edenton was when Warren homered, as he takes a cut of that fastball, 0-1. So maybe that's the trick for Greenbrier, but Edenton's been tough to beat for everyone they've played this year. As Bailey hits a fly ball to right, where West is waiting for it to come down, and he makes the catch. So a hit recorded in the first, but we're scoreless as the Knights come up to hit. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Henry Swira getting the start tonight for Greenbrier. And his first pitch to Chase Bruno is up and away for a ball, 1-0. Swira came out of relief in the Knights' victory over the Steamers, went 3 1/3 scoreless innings. The Knights only used 2 pitchers that night, and he struck out 7 of his 10 batters, did not allow a run, as Bruno takes a cut of that fastball to even up the count at 1-1. One from Swira, and that one's punched into right field, but right where Herman is to make the catch.
Second baseman, Enterprise State, number 2, Bryce Stevens.
So that brings up the second baseman, Bryce Stevens. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off, 0-1.
5-4-5 ball, your local Ford and Lincoln dealer and your friend in the car business.
Stevens hitting .229 this season for Edenton. And he takes a called strike, and he's quickly down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Swira. And that one just missed outside, as Henry has a smile as he walks off the mound and gets the ball back. He kind of hesitated before he delivered, had his left leg up in the air, and he does that again, and he throws that one outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. mentioned that at the end of the last inning, right before Warren Bailey flew out to right, as Suera fans his first batter of the night, and there are 2 down here in the first. That Edenton has been tough to beat overall. They have 6 losses on the season. They're 18-6 overall, 14-6 in PCL play. 4 of those losses have come to Tarboro. And outside of that, as the first pitch swing from Abbott, who fouls it off, 0-1. Outside of that, they have not been beaten by a team not named Tarboro since June 14th, nearly a month. Their 2 other losses came against these Knights. As again, that pitch is fouled off by Abbott down the right side. That was an 8-2 victory back on June 8th. And the last time they lost to someone not named the River Bandits was on June 14th. That was right here at Historic Hicks Field. They lost to the Norfolk Redbirds 4-0. And a called strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Suera. We're scoreless at Historic Hicks Field at the end of 1. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a newer pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to, being the premier dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. They can be called at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Andrea Daltrey leading off the second inning of a scoreless game. Knights actually were fortunate because on Thursday, Daltrey, who takes a ball low from Wool King 1-0, wasn't going to be here along with a couple other of the ODU kids that the Knights have, as he sends that one into right field. And West moves a couple feet to his right to make the catch for the first out in the second. So the Knights lineup was going to be thin that night. If it hadn't been postponed, Luke Dawson, who probably would have pitched, wasn't going to be able, or didn't make the trip down. So here's Burton Hahn, and the first pitch that he sees is fouled right off of home plate. 0-1. Hahn had a hit in his last game. Of course, that was 6 days ago. And he shoots that one in foul territory. Over comes Abbott for a look. And he makes the catch, and it gets a big reaction out of the Steamers dugout. Abbott has a lot of troubles on those pop-ups. Said it's mostly a mental thing, and that's a lot of baseball. Slow-paced game, A lot of it is making the right plays and just not trying to think about it too much. And when a ball is up in the air for that long, you might get in your head too much. And Abbott's been working on that, as the first pitch that Herman sees is popped up in the infield. And the shortstop, Bruno, calls for it and makes the catch. So a 1-2-3 inning for Woking. And we'll go to the bottom half of the second here from historic Hicks Field. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repair, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call their service hotline at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. So after Henry Suera sent down the top of the Edenton lineup to start his night, Nicky Woking follows that in the following half inning, as his first pitch here in the second is a cold strike, 0-1. Nate Paulson, the center fielder, getting things started, and he swings at a pitch in the dirt from Suera, 0-2. Suera is from Panama. Gets the signs from Bailey, and that pitch is shot out to Scipio, who doesn't have to move a drop, and he makes the catch.
Designated hitter from College Charleston, number 19, Jackson Hill.
That brings up Jackson Hip. Hip doing the DHing tonight for Edenton as he fouls that one off.
Everybody clap your hands.
Hip's been inserted into the DH role. Tanner Thatch is not here for the Steamers, as that one is shot up the middle of the diamond. Overcomes Proctor to his left, and the throw is dropped by Bailey. Or excuse me, Bowen. Was a good job from Proctor, moving to his left as much as he can to get that ball and make the throw over to first. Well, it's going to be a close play. We'll see how they score it. So Jackson Hip's going to be credited with an infield single there. Hip's been slotted into that DH hole. The absence of Tanner Thatch. Pitch from Suera. And that one just missed outside. Scoreboard says here the count is 0-1 on Alden Cottle as he swings through that one. It is 1-2 though. So if you are able to see that scoreboard out in right field as time is called from Cottle, it says 0-2, but our score bug is correct. It is 1-2 on Cottle. And the 1-2 is shot up to Proctor again. This could be 2. The flip to second for 1, and Lucas will just eat it there. So they get the force out for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder from Randolph Lincoln, number 14, Hunter Cole.
That brings up former PCL MVP Hunter Cole. Cole in 20 games this season, sitting .217. And he fouls off the first pitch that he sees, just got a piece of it from Sweet On, 0-1. Looked like Lucas had trouble just finding his feet and getting the ball out of his glove as they tried to turn 2. A ball and a strike here on Hunter Cole. The pitch to the lefty is fouled off. If Cole can reach base, Tyler West would be next in the on-deck circle. Ball and a strike here. Pitch from Swear, runner going, and it's hit over to second where Lucas is. He comes in, and the throw to first, not in time. Hunter Cole was digging that pitch out right after he made contact with it. And it's the second infield single of the inning for Edenton. I don't think Lucas saw that Hunter Cole was digging out of that box, smelling a base hit. And West fouls off the first pitch that he sees, 0-1. West has been getting an opportunity with the absence of Tanner Thatch, who, as I mentioned earlier, is reported to school at UNC Wilmington. So it's given West an opportunity. Davis Halstead, who is not starting tonight, has also been getting some more reps in the starting lineup. Tanner Thatch kind of did it all. He was DH, first base, right field for the Steamers, so it's a big loss for them as that pitch hits West, and it'll load the bases.
Catcher from Allen, number 17, Case Kermode.
That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Case Kermode. Case doing the catching tonight with Jeremiah Boyd getting the night off. And the first pitch he sees is a ball from Sweet On, 1-0. And that 1-0 pitch misses low, and it's quickly 2-0. And that pitch is shot out towards right. Herman goes back to the warning track. And he just has room at the fence to make the catch. So Suera gets him and out of trouble. He leaves the bases loaded. And at the end of 2, we're scoreless in Edenton, North Carolina. Local business owners and community organizers promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business or events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Dylan Bowen leading off the 3rd inning here at Historic Hicks Field after Henry Suera got himself in and out of trouble after he hit Tyler West to load the bases. He got a long fly ball to the opposite field as the first pitch that Bowen sees is lined to 3rd, but right where Cottle is playing. So 1 pitch and 1 hard out to start the 3rd inning for Nicky Wolking. I'll bring up the 9-hole and shortstop, Dominic Proctor. Proctor, whenever he's in the lineup, just always finds a way to hit. As the first pitch he sees is a ball, 1-0. So Kermode sent out a ball to deep right where Herman has to go all the way to the warning track for him. Caught the ball a couple feet in front of the fence as Proctor hits a fly ball to center. Paulson's moving to his left, and he comes in to make the catch for the 2nd out.
Center field from Paul D. Camp College, number 2, Quincy Scipio.
So this is the 2nd time now that the Knights are going through their order. Quincy Scipio. Scipio got called out on strikes in his first at-bat. You were worried that when Kermode hit that ball out to right and Herman kept backtracking that it might have been gone. That's all it took last time these two teams met. Just 1 mistake from Drew Ramos. There's a 2-run homer off of the bat of Jackson Hipp. Was all it took to win that ball game. That was also early in the game too, as a called strike there on Scipio. Hipp hit that home run in the 2nd, so in that moment of time We're getting similar. At least, I don't know you back at home, but I was getting similar ideas of, oh boy, here we go. Home run in the second again as Scipio checks his swing but fouls it off towards the Knights dugout. And it evens up the count at 2-2. You do hear the jingles of the bells coming from the loudspeakers at Historic Hicks Field. It is July and Christmas night. It's also Bark in the Park night. 2-2, and it's outside, and it makes the count full with 2 down here in the third inning. Still scoreless here in Edenton. 3-2 from the lefty Wolking, and it's shot out towards right. West makes a couple moves to the west side, and he makes the catch. So another 1-2-3 inning from Nicky Wolking. He's retired 7 straight batters. We'll go to the bottom half of the third here in Edenton. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Top of the lineup for the Steamers. Getting their second look at Henry Sweara this evening. Bruno flew out to the opposite field in his first at-bat tonight. And he takes that pitch low from Sweara, 1-0. And another pitch low from Sweara, 2-0. Sweara, you mentioned earlier, had 7 strikeouts in his 10 recorded outs in his first outing here in Edenton. As Bruno lifts that one towards the right side, that'll go out of play. And he has 2 strikeouts here tonight. And his 6 outs recorded. So a bit off pace for that, but his defense has been good behind him. As Bruno fouls that one back, and it'll even up the count at 2-2. And Bruno hits that one off of Sweara. Proctor coming to his left, but he can't pick up the ball. And so Bruno arrives safely at first to begin the home half of the third. Bruno going to be credited.
Second base from Edenton State, number 2, Bryce
with the hit there. So 3 hits for the Steamers, and all of them have been infield singles. So you see something new every time you come to the ballpark. And I think that's what the fans are in for tonight, as Bruno steals. The first pitch is rolled over to short, where Proctor, is his throw to first, is just in time to beat out Stevens. But over to second goes Bruno. He was stealing on the pitch.
First base from the double out, number 20, Tate Abbott.
And so that'll bring up Tate Abbott. Abbott got rung up on strikes in his first at-bat. And Abbott lays off that pitch from Sweet. I called the ball 1-0. And he takes a big hack at that one, evens up the count at 1-1. One pitch, and breaking ball is inside from Sweera, 2-1. Two balls and a strike here. And that pitch is hit into right field. That'll dunk in, a base hit. Bruno's being waved around third. Here's the throw from right from Herman. And it's in time! Blake Herman guns down Chase Bruno at the plate for the second out here in the third. What a throw there from Blake Herman out in right field. It's the second time we've seen the Knights gun down a runner from right field in their last two games. On Tuesday it was Burton Hahn, and now his buddy Blake Herman guns down Bruno. That pitch is upstairs to Nate Paulson, 1-0. Tate Abbott credited with a single there. He stands on second base after the shoot from Herman in right field to the plate. 1-0. And a big hack there from Paulson. Evens up the count at 1-1. Ball and a strike, and it's fouled off. So Sweara getting helped out by his defense here early on. 1-2 is hit into left. That'll dunk in for a base hit. And this time, Abbott's waved around third, and he'll arrive safely. Throw goes to second. And arriving safely with an RBI double is Nate Paulson, as the Steamers score first. Good two-strike hitting there from Nate Paulson. Puts the ball in play and into left field. It's Paulson's 12th RBI for Edenton. And that's the first, or excuse me, now it's the second hit for the Steamers. That wasn't an infield single. First extra base hit of the night as well from either side. A ball and a strike here on the DH hit. And he gets fooled on that breaking pitch by Sweera. And again, the count is 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Sweetaw. Upstairs pitch, and it's hit high into the infield. Calling for it is Daltrey. And he makes the catch, but a run does come in to score for the Steamers. At the end of 3, it's Edenton 1, Greenbrier nothing. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned their reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to, being the premier dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. They can be called at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. 2, 3, and 4 in the Greenbrier lineup. That's Lucas, followed by Luke Waters and Warren Bailey. Max Lucas has the only hit thus far tonight for the Steamers in their first 10 batters. And trying to get things started here, now trailing 1-0 after an RBI double in the previous half inning by Nate Paulson. And Lucas sends the 1-0 to right field where West is waiting for it to come down. And he reels it in for the first out of the 4th. So after Quincy Scipio ended the top of the 3rd with a fly out to Tyler Weston right, Max Lucas follows him to start the 4th.
Mascot race, we need you to report. To deduct through customer service desk.
One 0 here on Luke Waters, and he takes a called strike on a pitch that seemed a bit inside, but according to the home plate umpire, called the corner. That'll even up the count at 1 apiece. And Waters fouls that one into the Steamers dugout, and now he's down in a 1-2 hole. Waiting for these Knights bats to wake up here against the Steamers. And Waters taps that one towards the left side, foul, and we'll do the 1-2 again. Greenbrier shut out the last time they came down to Edenton. They almost were shut out in a 6-inning ball game at Lakewood Park. They didn't score until the bottom of the 6th. There were only 2 runs in a 14-2 loss. Now they've had troubles over their last couple of games against the Steamers. 1-2 is outside from Wolking, and it evens up the count at 2 apiece. And Waters lays off that pitch, and the count is now full. Waters hitting 1 for 8 coming into the night against Edenton. He struck out in his first at-bat, and he fouls off the 3-2 pitch, so we'll do it again. Here's the payoff pitch on its way to Waters, and we'll do it again. So Luke Waters putting together a good at-bat here with one down here in the 4th inning. And Waters fouls that one off, and we'll do it again. So here's the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Coming to Waters, and is shot into right center field. Over comes Paulson, diving to make the catch. Oh, Nate Paulson laid out for that one as much as he could to rob Luke Waters of a base hit.
28, Warren Bailey.
That's the 5th consecutive night batter to fly out to either center or right field. A good at bat put together there from Waters, and Bailey swings at the first pitch, and that gets through the third baseman Cottle. And on first with the second hit of the night for Greenbrier.
16, Andrea Poetry.
And his first hit of the night is Warren Bailey. That'll bring up the third baseman, Daltrey. Daltrey's been red hot in his last game as he leaves that one outside from Wolking to make the count 1-0. Daltrey's last game as Wolking throws over to first to check in on Bailey. I don't think he's going anywhere. Kyle Andrazik is actually coaching first base, and he's got a Santa hat on. As mentioned, it's Christmas and July night here, so very holiday festive at Historic Hicks Field, and Kyle Andrazik is getting in on the action. 1-1, and Daltrey fouls it back. So back to Daltrey. His last game was on the 2nd of July, but he went 4 for 4, nearly came a triple away from a cycle. Or excuse me, that was Hensley who came a triple away from a cycle. Daltrey had 3 doubles in his 4 hits, and he shoots that one towards the right center gap. Over comes Paulson again, but he's going to be called off by the right fielder, West. And that'll end the top of the 4th. The last 5 outs recorded by Wolking have all been in the air. It's either center or right. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repair, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call their service hotline at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com to find service coupons, schedule, or service or order parts and accessories for your Mercedes-Benz vehicle. Bottom of the fourth inning. Here from historic Kicksfield, Alden Cottle. First pitch he sees is ripped right up the middle for a base hit, the sixth hit of the night for Edenton. And Cottle joins in on the action. It's his first hit tonight.
Left fielder from Randolph Mason, number 14, Hunter Cole.
So that'll bring up the lefty Hunter Cole. Cole had the second of 3 infield singles for the Steamers. And he fouls off that first pitch to the right side, 0-1. Cole's 3 for 9 coming into the night, so he's now 4 for 10 against the Greenbrier this summer. Down in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Sweera. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout recorded by Henry Sweera. And that's the first out in the home fourth.
Right field control on number 5, Tyler West.
That brings up Tyler West. West hitting .208 coming into the night. And he takes the first pitch inside from Sweetheart, 1-0. West was hit by a pitch in his only at-bat tonight. That loaded the bases for Case Kermode, who's on deck and nearly gets hit by that pitch as he moves his head out of the way. Two-0 count here on the right fielder. He's been busy in right tonight. And he fouls that one off, 2-1. West has already made 5 catches tonight. Two-one pitch, and that one's nubbed to the shortstop Proctor. Throw to second in time, and the throw to first is not. So the Knights get the force out for the second out as West and Cottle trade spots.
Catching ground on the number 17, Case Kermode.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Kermode. Kermode shot one out to the opposite field as he takes a called strike, 0-1. Shot went out to the opposite field, right to the warning track with the bases loaded. But Blake Herman was right at the wall to make the catch. Oh, one pitch is missed low, 1-1. Ball and a strike. And that one's fired in, but missed, I guess, inside. Looks like that could have been called a strike. West is on first. Here's the pitch. It's bouncing the dirt. West was going to second. He thought that was ball 4. And the throw down from Bailey is not in time, though. Tyler West nearly got caught napping. He was walking over to second base. He thought that was ball 4 to Kermode. The count is 3-1. And here's the delivery from Sweetup. And the breaking ball misses for ball 4.
This is brought to you by Shine Energy. Take a stroll to Shine Energy and show your ticket stub. Get $1 off any shape or energy drink.
That's the first walk of the night distributed by either pitcher.
Before Chase Bruno.
And it'll bring up Chase Bruno. Third time through the order for Sweetup. With 2 down and 2 on. Bruno swings at the first pitch in the dirt, 0-1.
Go get you a picture over there in between the main grandstand and the bleachers going down the first baseline.
Sweetup has already left 3 runners stranded in scoring position. Trying to strand another one as he's quickly up on Bruno, 0-2. Oh-2 from Sweetup, and he steps off, gets the signs again from Bailey. Couple head nods, and he's ready. And he steps off again. With West on second and Kermode on first. 0-2 delivery, and that one's upstairs. And the count is now 1-2. One ball and a strike. Here's the pitch, and that misses low. And the count is now even at 2-2. Two on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Sweetup. And it's hit up the middle of the diamond, but right there is Proctor, and the flip to second is in time. So the Steamers leave their 4th base runner stranded in scoring position at the end of 4. It's Edenton 1, Greenbrier 0. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Start of the 5th inning here from historic Hicks Field in Edenton, North Carolina. And Burton Hahn, the designated hitter, leading things off. Tristan Hensley was going to start in Hahn's role tonight, but Hensley is spending the day with his family and his mom, who came down to visit. Hahn fouls off the breaking ball straight back from Wolking. 0-1. As we get the score bug reset for you. It's ready now. And Hahn sends that one to left. Over comes Cole, and that'll fall in front of him. Hahn takes a big turn to second, but he'll think better of it. Good job from Hunter Cole to get that ball in and hold Hahn to a single. So Burton Hahn has his second hit in as many games. A single to left field to get us started in the top of the 5th. Brings up the right fielder, Blake Herman. And Blake takes a called strike, 0-1. The Knights have not had a base runner on second base yet. They've had 3 hits, all of them singles. Off of the bats of Max Lucas and Warren Bailey, but none of them even made it into scoring position. Blake Herman trying to change that now. With no outs and a runner on, he swings and misses out a pitch to make the count 1-2. A lot of the guys in the Tidewater Summer League, even with 6 off days, obviously not scheduled, but they've been getting their reps at the cage. There's a local facility I know. I went with a couple of the guys from the Knights where they can just walk in for free and just hit. Throw down to first. And the pick off, or back pick rather, from Kermode is unsuccessful. Count is 2-2 on Herman. It's definitely a great place to just play some summer ball. Even on off days, you can find stuff to do. 2-2 pitch. And Herman fouls off the inside pitch off of the Edenton dugout and right to Coach Slaughter, who tosses it back to Edenton. If you are wondering, Kyle Andrazik is not coaching first base anymore. It looks like he's out in the bullpen without his Santa Claus hat as Herman rips that one into left field. That's a base hit. So back-to-back singles to get the Knights started in the 5th. And now they do have a base runner on second base.
First baseman, be line number 22, Dylan Bowen.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, Dylan Bowen, with no outs and runners on first and second. Knights trail 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. That one run came off of the bat of Nate Paulson that scored Tate Abbott on an RBI double. Knights were shut out the last time they came to Edenton. So 13 innings that they've been shut out here at historic Hicks. Oh, 2 pitch from Wolking. Struck him out. A big strikeout from Wolking. Just his 3rd strikeout of the night, his first since the first inning. So the Knights have done a good job. They've hit a lot of fly balls. Unfortunately, they've been into the gloves of Nate Paulson and Tyler West mainly. Tom Proctor lays off the breaking ball from Wolking, 1-0. And if you date back to the previous time before they were shut out, the Knights haven't scored a run as Proctor hits a fly ball to left. Should be playable for Cole in foul territory, and that'll go into the bullpen. So if you go back to the previous game where the Knights were shut out, they haven't scored a run in the last 15 innings, and now 15 1/3 at historic Hicks Field. They have a big opportunity here with one down, and Burton Hahn on second, Blake Herman on first. 1-1 count here on Proctor, and he fouls it off. Proctor coming into the night has the highest batting average for the Knights, hitting .440. However, he does not qualify with the proper amount of plate appearances, so if you're looking at the leaderboard, that is the reason why he's not up there. He's got 32 plate appearances. As throw down to third is not in time. It goes into left field, and here comes Hahn to tie the game. Not how the Knights drew it up, but they will certainly take it. Their first run here at historic Hicks Field in 15 innings. And that was well needed. And now Blake Herman represents the go-ahead run on second as Proctor goes down swinging. So the second straight strikeout recorded by Wolking. And now back to the top of the Greenbrier lineup. Scipio takes a called strike, 0-1. So Burton Hahn, who was stealing on that pitch off of Wolking. As Scipio lines that one into center, and in comes Nate Paulson to make the catch. But not before a stolen base from Burton Hahn, and then a throw into the outfield from Case Kermo ties this game up. We're knotted at one halfway here at historic Hicks Field. Get your game on with DBAT Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. DBAT Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Bryce Stevens leading off the bottom of the 5th inning after the Knights were able to tie this game up. It was their first run scored here at Edenton in 15 innings. They were shut out last game and were scoreless the first 4 innings tonight. But leadoff single from Burton Hahn. Blake Herman followed with a single of his own. And then Hahn stole third base. And the throw from Kermode went into the outfield. Looked like Cottle could have had an opportunity to pick it up, but it just went right through him and into left field. And that was fortunate for the Knights, because after the back-to-back singles from Hahn and Herman, the next 3 batters were retired, 2 of them via the strikeout. Two pitch, and that one shot out into right, where Herman comes in for it, and he makes the catch. So 3rd time that Stevens has been retired. He's 0 for 3. He's done it 3 different ways, though. He struck out, grounded out, and now he has flied out. So that'll bring up Tate Abbott. And the lefty swings and misses. And that pitch from Sweeta, 0-1. Abbott had that single into right field. In the 3rd inning, as he takes that one outside from Sweeta, 1-1. Signaled in the 3rd inning, almost had an RBI, but Blake Herman nailed Chase Bruno at the plate. That kept us scoreless. And now he fouls off that pitch from Sweeta, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 on its way from Sweeta. And that's lifted over towards left. Over comes Waters, diving in foul territory to make the catch. Luke Waters covered as much ground as he could, diving in foul territory, as signaled by the 3rd base umpire. Ball was hit right down the line. And Waters fast enough to cover just enough ground. Kellen Davis is now warming up in the Knights bullpen. And there's a first pitch pop up. And waiting for it is Bowen, but calling him off is the 2nd baseman Lucas in foul territory. So a big needed 1-2-3 inning from Henry Suera. We're tied up at 1 at the end of 5 here in Edenton, North Carolina. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to, being the premier Mercedes-Benz dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. The lefty Lucas steps into the box for the third time tonight against Nicky Wolking. Lucas 1 for 2 tonight. He had the first hit of the evening as he takes the ball from Wolking 1-0. And the 1-0 just catches the outside of the plate, 1-1. Lucas, one of those guys that's been going to the batting cages. There's also, of course, gyms as he pops that one up. Local gyms where a lot of the guys have memberships to for the summer, and when they're not hitting, they're working out. That'll bring up Luke Waters. And Waters lines the first pitch, but right into the glove of Alden Cottle. So there's a hard out off of the bat of Luke Waters. That's the second time that Greenbrier has lined one to him. That one was a screeching one from the left fielder Waters. And now quickly 2 down though in the inning. Brings up the righty Bailey. And Bailey shoots the first pitch that he sees foul. And Kellen Davis just made the catch in the Knights bullpen, as he'll get that ball back in. Tate Abbott has it. He'll throw it into the Greenbrier dugout. So Kellen Davis now back to warming up. Not sure if he's going to come into relief for Henry Swira. Swira's at 76 pitches tonight. Through his 6 innings of work, has just allowed 1 run. Or excuse me, 5 innings of work. And Bailey pops that one up. The second baseman, Stevens, waits for it to come down. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nicky Wolking. He's retired his last 6 batters. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repair, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call their service hotline at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benz of virginiabeach.com. Henry Swear back out there for his 6th inning of work. And his first pitch of the 6th is fouled off by Jackson. Hit 0-1. Oh, 1 here from Sweetar. And fouled off again. Sweetar's only gone 6 innings. 1 time in a game this season. That was against Tri-City. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, all were earned. But he's definitely fared better here tonight. Nods off Bailey, now he's ready. 0-2 pitch. And that one's popped up, overcomes Daltrey, and he'll be called off by Proctor in foul territory to make the catch. That's the 3rd straight foul out recorded by the Knights. First, the one off of the bat of Tate Abbott that Luke Waters made the diving catch in left for. And the last inning ended with Nate Paulson fouling out towards the right side. And there's another foul out off of Jackson Hip that Dom Proctor catches. Alden Cottle takes a pitch up and in. The count's 1-0. And Sweetar fires in a strike, 1-1. One pitch, and it's fouled off by Cottle, 1-2. Cottle's 1 for 2 tonight. He singled to lead off the 4th. He also reached on a fielder's choice. One-two from Sweetar. On its way. And it's fouled off, and we'll do the 1-2 again. Sweetar's got 3 strikeouts tonight. He's had at least 4 in all of his outings. He's got Cottle down in the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. 4th strikeout of the night from Sweetar. And there are 2 down here in the home 6th.
Number 14, Hunter Cole.
So that'll bring up Hunter Cole. Cole's 1 for 2 tonight. And he takes that pitch outside from Sweetar, 1-0. So Henry now has at least 4 strikeouts in all of his appearances this season. And now he's quickly up on the count on Cole. Or excuse me, the count is even 1-1 as Cole glances back at the umpire. Pitch could have gone either way. 1-1 pitch is bounced in front of home plate, 2-1. Swear has actually struck out exactly 4 batters in his 2 starts. And when he struck out 7, that came in relief, of course, here in Edenton. As Cole swings and misses through that one, and the count's 2-2. Swear's done a good job of keeping the Knights where they are, as expected. 2-2 fouled off. I mentioned in the pregame that we thought the pitching would be good, with Sweetar and also Kellen Davis expected to come into relief. Kellen is done warming up in the bullpen, so we'll see if he comes in the 7th inning. As Sweetar's walking off the mound, he thought that was strike 3. So after Cole didn't like a pitch called earlier in the count, Swear kind of disagrees with that one. The count is full. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Sweetar. And that one's hit right to Proctor. 3-hopper, throw to first, in time. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Henry Swida, his second consecutive 1-2-3, and we're still tied in Edenton through 6. Daltrey, Burton, Hahn, and Herman, 5, 6, 7 in the order, set to lead off the 7th inning in a tie ball game here in Edenton. Daltrey still hitless tonight after going 4 for 4 in his last game. He's got a 3-game hit streak going on. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's kept Tyler West busy out in right field with 2 fly balls to him. As he pops that one up, Kermode comes for a look, but that'll go out of play. Count is 1-1 on Daltrey. And now he hits a pop-up. This one will stay fair up the middle of the diamond, and calling for it is Bryce Stevens to make the catch. So Daltrey is retired for the 3rd time today. That'll bring up Burton Hahn. And Hahn, first pitch swinging, hits a ground ball over to third, and arriving safely again as Cottle kind of lost the grip on that ball is Burton Hahn. We'll see how they credit it. It looks like they're going to give Hahn a hit, so Hahn's 2 for 3. Hahn scored the only run tonight for Greenbrier. He was pushed to second on a Herman single, who now steps into the box. Stole his first base since opening day, and the throw went into left field and came in to score. Hahn just poked that ball as Herman yanks that one foul. Counts 1-1. Hahn poked that ball. It was just rolling down that third base line with no intention of going foul. So Cottle picked it up with his bare hand and just couldn't get it over to first as he lost the grip of the ball. And the 1-1 misses outside. It's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike here on Herman, and first Woking checks in on Hahn. Hahn's now got 2 games where he has multiple hits. Both of them have come away from Lakewood Park. Obviously tonight here in Edenton. And he also had one on June 19th. That was in Tri-City. Blake Herman looking for his first multiple hit game since the Tri-City game as well, as he fans on a pitch from Woking. And the count is now full. Herman's got 2 games with multiple hits. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Hahn not running. And Herman swings and misses for the second out. First time that he's been fanned tonight by Woking. And it brings up Dylan Bowen. Bowen went down swinging in his last at-bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far tonight. See if Coach Slaughter decides to send Hahn again. Made Kermode throw the ball and it went into left field. Hahn's wasn't a big stolen base threat, but Chuck Slaughter sent him as that one's there right back to Woking off his glove. Bruno's there, though, for the recovery. And the inning is over, so the Knights leave a stranded base runner on first base. It's stretch time here in Edenton. Knotted up at 1. Seventh inning here of the home stretch, and Henry Swita still out there for Greenbrier. And his first pitch of the 7th is a ball to Tyler West, 1-0. Swita has not gone more than 6 innings this season. As he fires in a strike to West, 1-1. So with that, 92 pitches coming into the inning, and West shoots that one towards left field. And foul. Now a ball and a strike here on Tyler West. Got got him looking. Strike 3. 5th strikeout of the night from Swera. His most as a starter. And he continues to fan Edenton hitters. 12 strikeouts this season against the Steamers. And 9 2/3 innings of work. And he is starting to be in a groove. It's going to be tough for Chuck Slaughter to take him out. He's retired his last 8 batters. And Warren Bailey's going to go out to have a talk with Suarez. They must have gotten crossed up. Case Kermo's at the dish. He was the last Steamer to reach base. He drew a walk. That was back in the 4th inning. No Steamer has yet to reach base since then. In fact, that was the only walk of the night from either side, as Suera fires in a breaking ball for a called strike to even up the count at 1-1. One pitch, and that one misses low from Suera. 2-1. With 2 outs here in the home 7th. Or excuse me, there is 1 out. And that one's nubbed over to second where Lucas is for the 2nd out.
Shortstop for Moncrief, number 4, Chase Bruno.
So that'll bring up Chase Bruno. Bruno's 1 for 3 tonight. He has an infield single that came back in the 3rd. Fourth time through the order for Suera. And Bruno sends the first pitch to center. Back goes Scipio to the track, and he makes the catch. 10 straight Steamer batters retired by Henry Suera. And at the end of 7, we're tied here at historic Hicks Field. On the 100th pitch thrown by Henry Suera, he gets Chase Bruno to fly out to center. That ball sounded better off the bat then it was hit. The sweater has now set down 10 straight steamers. 9-1-2 due up for the Knights, and Dominic Proctor takes that pitch inside from Woking, who's still out there just through his 83rd pitch of the night. And Proctor swings and misses at that one. Well, I believe that first pitch was called a strike on Proctor, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Or excuse me, 0 for 2. And he shoots that one to deep left center. Back goes Cole to the warning track. And he runs it down. And an ovation from the Edenton crowd. Proctor came a couple of feet from getting all of that one. A nice job from Hunter Cole to run that one down. So 2 pitchers going deep into games, and the last 2 batters we've seen had some pretty loud hits that have been run down. Good piece of hitting on 0-2 there from Proctor, as Scipio swings and fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Scipio's 0 for 3 tonight. And he lays off that pitch, and it's called a ball, 1-1. Scipio usually does a good job of getting on base. And OBP of 467. 1-1 pitch, and that one's shot out towards right. Over goes West to the warning track, and he makes the catch there. So first Proctor sent Cole to the wall, and he made the catch out and left. And then Scipio sends one to right, but West is able to run that one down. So 2 long fly ball outs from Knights hitters. And there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Max Lucas takes that pitch outside from Woking, 1-0. Knights have certainly been able to put the bat on the ball of Woking. Just 4 strikeouts. As Lucas lays off that pitch, it's 2-0. Woking had 2 strikeout innings. First one coming in the first, the other in the 5th. And Lucas nubs that one. Woking moves to his right. Bare hand throw to first. In time. As Woking lets his emotions go, it's a 1-2-3 inning for the lefty. We'll head to the home half of the 8th. Still tied up at 1 here in Edenton. Kellen Davis out there for his second time coming out of the bullpen for the Greenbrier Knights. So the line on Henry Sweatout, he goes 7 innings, 100 pitches, records his most strikeouts as a starter as he fanned 5 batters, just walked 1, and 1 run scored on him off of 6 hits. As Bryce Stevens swings and misses at the 1-0 from Davis. Sweatout ended his night sitting down the last 10 batters he faced, and Davis trying to pick him up there. 1-1 is right under the glove of Don Proctor and into left field. That'll be an error charged on Proctor, the first of the night for the Knights.
First baseman for Stone Valley, number 20, Tate Abbott.
And it gets the leadoff man on for the Steamers in the 8th inning. So first time Davis from the stretch, and the first pitch is fouled off by Abbott. A 1 pitch to the lefty Abbott, and he shows bunt. Pulls the bat back as that ball was out of the zone, so the count's 1-1. And now we'll see what Justin Hill and the Steamers decide to do in a 1-1 ball game. He is showing bunt, and he gets it down towards the right side. Bowen is going to go to first, and overcomes Lucas to cover. So it's a successful bunt for Tate Abbott as Justin Hill claps his hands down the third base line. As Tate Abbott is greeted by the Steamers dugout. That'll bring up the center fielder, Paulson. Paulson has the only RBI of the game, in fact, with his double to left field as he lays off that pitch from Davis. And the count is 0-1. From Davis. And that one shot into center field, and over to his back left side goes Proctor into shallow left to make the catch. And that's the second out. So that'll bring up Jackson Hipp. Hipp has not hit a ball out of the infield today. He's 1 for 3, has an infield single. And he breaks his bat, shoots one into center field, overcomes Scipio. It falls in front of him and Proctor for a base hit. And in comes Bryce Stevens to score the potential game-winning run. So it's a broken bad RBI single for Jackson Hipp. His 14th run batted in of the season. And it gives the Steamers a 2-1 lead. So the error on Proctor, as it looks like Jackson Hipp is going to have a pinch runner, Davis Halstead, who will probably come into the game, I'm assuming, defensively. in the 9th inning where the Steamers will be up at least a run off of a broken bat single from Jackson Hip. And Davis checks in on Halstead.
Team drinking is very bad. Yo, I got a big idea though.
In the top of the 9th, the Knights will have 3, 4, and 5 due up. That's Waters, Bailey, and Daltrey, who are a combined 1 for 9 tonight. They're going to need to find a way to produce at least a run.
They've still got some food left down there in the concession stand. Concessions are 50% off.
And now Davis is behind on the count on Cottle, 3-0. There's just been one walk tonight at Historic Hicks Field. 3-0 pitch. And a called strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Three-1 from Davis. Here's the delivery. And it's a called strike as the Steamers dugout certainly did not agree with the call. And the count is full. Halstead will be running over at first with 2 down in the 8th. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. But not before a run comes in off of the broken bat RBI single from Jackson Hip. We'll head to the 9th with the Knights needing at least 1 run. So Nicky Wolking is out there to pitch the 9th inning for the Steamers. It doesn't appear as if anyone is even warming up in the Edenton bullpen. So Justin Hill trusting his pitcher who hasn't allowed an earned run thus far tonight. Wolking now at 92 pitches. And the 1-0 is a one-hopper to short where Bruno is. And his throw to first is in time to beat Waters for the first out in the 9th.
Number 28, Warren Bailey.
So here's Warren Bailey. Warren's 1 for 3 thus far tonight. He singled back in the 4th. Knights trying to get a run here. Bailey shoots that one over towards right. West going back to the warning track, and it's off of the wall. And the throw to second is not in time, so Warren Bailey with a one-out double off of the base of the right field wall. That one nearly got out. And now standing on second base. And now Justin Hill goes out to call time. We'll see if someone starts getting loose in that Edenton dugout. Also, it'll be interesting to see if Chuck Slaughter wants to use a pinch runner for Bailey, who represents the tying run on second base. Andre Adultery will be the batter, and that is going to be it for Nicky Wolking. Wolking goes 8 innings and a third. No earned runs, and there is a runner stranded on second base that would be under his account. So we're going to take a break here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. So Tyrus Baumgartner comes into relief for Nicky Wolking after he goes 8 1/3. A one-out double ends his night off of the bat of Warren Bailey. And Baumgartner being asked a lot here with the tying run being represented on second. Bailey is running for himself as Daltrey shoots that one foul towards the Greenbrier dugout. Baumgartner, this is his 8th outing of the season. He's gone 12 innings, 9 hits, and that's all that Greenbrier needs right now to extend this ball game. 0-1, and the breaking ball hit Daltrey, so he'll take first base. And that'll bring up Burton Hahn. Hahn has 2 hits tonight for the Knights. He's 2 for 3, and he could use a big hit here. So Bailey, the runner on second, he's under the account of Wolking, and now on first base after getting hit is Andre Adultery. He would be the winning run. That would be under the belt of Baumgartner, who throws a first pitch ball to Burton Hahn, 1-0. Hahn scored the only run thus far for Greenbrier, now trying to knock in another one. And the 1-0 is shot out towards right. West is waiting for it. Tagging at second is Bailey, but he'll hold up there. And the Knights are now down to their final out. And it will be Blake Herman. Blake is 1 for 3 thus far tonight. And he needs to get on base somehow to keep this game going. Baumgartner gets the signs from Kermode, and he's ready. Pitch from the stretch, and Herman takes a big cut at a fastball, 0-1. Nothing in one here on Herman. And that pitch sails upstairs from Bumgardner, and it evens up the count at 1-1. If Herman can keep things going, Dylan Bowen would be next. Or excuse me, and it appears Andy Choi is on the on-deck circle, so he would be next. In place of Bowen, who is 0 for 3 tonight. 1-1 to Herman. And that pitch is inside. 2-1. Two balls and a strike here on Herman. Pitch from Bumgardner. And that one sails to the backstop. It goes right back to Kermo to throw to third. Not in time. Oh boy, Bailey got lucky there. Daltrey held up at first. That ball sailed to the backstop as Bumgardner wants a new baseball. But it came right off of the brick wall to Case Kermode. And had a close play down there at third. But now Warren Bailey represents the tying run. He's 90 feet away. With a 3-1 count here on Herman as Kermode's going to go out to have a talk with Bumgardner. So Chase Bruno also got in on the conversation with Tyrus Bumgardner and Case Kermo. That might have been as to what to do if Andrea Daltrey decides to steal. He represents the go-ahead run with Bailey over on third, representing the tying run. 3-1 pitch is in the dirt, but Herman swings through it. And now the Knights are down to their final strike with the tying run 90 feet away. Neither of these teams have played in a game this tight this season. It's been a good one tonight. Applause from the crowd. Here's the 3-2 from Bumgardner. Daltrey goes, and a called strike 3.
1-6-1 for the Knights, 2-7-1.
And that'll end the ball game. The Steamers leapfrog Tarboro for first place. Improved to 15-6 in PCL play as Greenbrier drops below 500 yet again in the PCL. Well, we knew it was going to be another pitcher's duel. We said it from the beginning. It's what we got. 7 innings and just 1 run off of Suera. 8 and third innings from Wolking, who didn't allow an earned run. This is going to be a tough one for the Knights to swallow. They've been pecking at this Steamers team for a while now. Just having trouble getting those runs across the board as they leave the tying run stranded on third base. They will be back in action, however, tomorrow night against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. We'll have you covered with that game right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. That'll be the second game of our doubleheader, so it's tentatively scheduled for 7 o'clock. Our first game will be at 4 p.m. between the Suffolk Voyagers and Norfolk Redbirds. So that'll conclude our game here tonight from Edenton as the Steamers defeat the Knights for the 4th consecutive time, improved to 15-6 in PCL play, 4-1 over Greenbrier. Thank you for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Hayden Van Zell, and you've been watching the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel.